I'm Pam Atherton, and we're with DeeAnn McArdle, who is the founder of Unleash Your Inner Foodie. And she is one of my favorite hostesses. We've been talking about great tips for holiday entertaining. One of them is to create an experience for your guest, whether it's with music and candles. Another is to plan ahead, but not too far in advance. Third one was to make sure that you finish before you start the actual event so that the guests have time to spend with you. And you know what? In line with that, DeeAnn, one of my biggest problems is I never get everything done at the same time. I'm always having to set something aside, and then it gets cold, and I have to microwave it, and blah, blah, blah. How do I time things so that everything gets done at the same time?
Yeah. Well, Pam, first of all, you're not the only one that feels that way.
Good.
We've all been there. And, in talking with people, people share with me that is their number one fear, is that how do I get everything done on time? Or I never seem to be able to get everything done on time. So You're not alone there.
Good.
And remember back when we were talking about planning ahead but not too much, and I kind of said I'm going to give you a great tip for how to stay organized?
I'm waiting for it.
Okay, here it is. It's simply called time it. Here's what I want you to do. This will save you an incredible amount of stress. Take out a piece of paper, white piece of paper. At the very bottom of that paper, I want you to write down the time that you want to serve your dinner.
Okay.
Now, I want you to work backwards, and in the middle of the page, write down cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And, the top of the page, write down prep it.
Okay. So I've got prep it, cook it, and serve it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, working backwards, all you have to do is just write in the times between serve it and cook it, and then the time slots between cook it and prep it, and fill in the blanks. So, for example, if you're going to serve your turkey dinner or your ham dinner at 4 o'clock, what do you need to do with everything else? And first of all, when do you need to get that turkey or ham in the oven? That's to cook it. So list that first. So if I'm going to serve turkey at 4, I've got a 20-pound turkey. I know that needs to be in the oven by 11. So under cook it, I'm going to write 11 o'clock. Put turkey in the oven. Then I'm going to work backwards from there. What do I need to do to prep that turkey? Fill in the time and what you need to do. Wash and rinse the turkey. Make the stuff. If you stuff your turkey, you need to prep that. I need to have my croutons or my bread cubes. I need to saute my onions and my celery. What time do you do that? Write it down. It helps to keep you focused and organized, and I can guarantee everything will be done on time. And remember, we talked about finish before you start. You've already made your mashed potatoes and your side dishes ahead of time, so put those in under serve it as well.
Right. So that's great, because what we end up with is an actual time thing, so that if we know we're creating the stuffing at 10, and we know that the turkey goes in at 11, and then we know at 3 we start the such and such, because we've already back-timed it to know that's how much time we need for it to be ready for when we serve.
Got it, exactly.
Oh, so we've kind of created our own little timeline, if you will, and we just have to follow along with it, and then we don't have to worry, because I know that's what I'm always doing, is saying, well, wait a minute, how long is it going to take me to cook the peas? Oh, no, that's the same time I'm doing the bacon. I can't do the bacon at the same time as the peas,
Absolutely. So the secret is to keep that, I call this my little cheat sheet. Keep it on your counter, keep it on your fridge, and check things off as you go along. It really is going to reduce your stress and keep your confidence and get that meal, everything done on time.
That is a great idea. And you call it time it, right?
I call it time it.
All right, so prep it, cook it, and serve it. Those are the 3 things you need on your piece of paper, and work backwards. What a great piece of advice. It's a tip that we're getting from DeeAnn McArdle. You can find her at unleashyourinnerfoodie.com. She's got a book coming out next year, and I can't wait to see, because she is a hostess extraordinaire, and she'll be giving us a lot more tips. We've got still more to come, so I hope that you'll follow along with us here. I'm Pam Atherton on A Closer Look.